Like any other woman, Nomasonto was on Facebook. She was on Facebook. She posted her pictures on her Facebook, almost half-naked pictures. The guy on the other side, he viewed the pictures and he just look how he touches them. He sends a friend request. He sends Nomasonto a friend request and then inbox at the same time. When she looked at that Nomasonto on the other side, she did not hesitate. She accepted the friend request. She could have chosen not to accept his friend request, but after looking in his garage, she looked in his garage photos. She could see all those beasts. She could not believe that she's going to be his friend. She accepted the friend request because of those material things you're watching there. That is a 2015 SUV there. Okay, this and that. After that, they set up a date. After setting a date, they agreed, okay, on the same week, they're going to meet on the 7th. It is on the 7th of the same week, after becoming friends to each other. Okay, date has arrived. She rocked on her favorite jeans. They are very tight, but they expose her ass so well. So nice. I see that. That's Nomasonto there. She was everything, anything a man could ask for. Okay. Now he picked her up, took her to a favorite restaurant. She's having the meal that she never had in her life. All those desserts. That is marvelous. The view, everything. She could just say, where have you been all my life, man? She could give him everything. Just look, she think of marriage by just looking at him. She say, man, I want you now. That's what she's saying. They had fun. They went to safari dunes. They watched the sunset together. They did everything. I'm telling you, this man could have fooled me if I was Nomasonto, but she had to keep her guard on. She must have kept her guard on. After everything, it was a bit drizzling. They drove home into his house. The moment she got into his house, oh my God, she could look every angle of the house. She could see that the man has money. That's the man she's always wanted. His bedroom blazing. She never seen anything like that. The view, everything. He fall in his bed and she just sit next to him. She wants to kiss him, but she is not sure if she should, but she knows she must because he's the man to kiss. He lay on his back. He watched her taking off her clothes. She took off her clothes in front of him. She did not mind. That's what she's there for. She forgot that there's even a plastic that could have saved her life. That's a plastic that could have saved her life, but instead of that, she got on top of him. She never minded. She never thought of anything. The only thing that could have saved her life, just there, next to her leg. Night went by. Everything was fun. In the morning, she just gave him one breakfast he never had. She gave him that. It was just a repeat of a last night. Everything they did last night, they repeated in the early hours of the morning. Then she started wearing her jeans. She put on her jeans. Yes, they are tight. Of course, when you see a woman walking down the street with a tight ass in the jean, that's what they went through. Okay, and then she had breakfast before they could hit a road back to where he picked her up, to the taxi rank. Okay, she had a breakfast she never had, and then when they got to taxi rank, after he dropped her out, got out the car, give her a kiss. Of course, the bill, he gave her money to travel. He said, see you tomorrow. That's what he said. She head to the taxi rank to catch a taxi home. She found a taxi and the taxi dropped her off. She doesn't sit in Manhattan. This is South Africa. I'm jogging. Okay, on her way home, she inboxed the guy. She sent him so many inbox. He could not reply. She could see that the man is online, but still he is not replying to any kind of inbox that she's sending. She is so very frustrated. She doesn't know what to do. All the inboxes. She decided to check on the friends list of a man. She's in for a big surprise here. She's not in the friend list. The man has practically unfriended her. She's no longer his friend. That's amazing. Okay, weeks, months went by. She's feeling sick. She's feeling weak. She's drinking all sort of lemons, all sort of medicines. She's bedridden all the time. She doesn't know what to do. She finally said, no, I am going to see the doctor. She got there to the doctor. She's taken all sorts of tests, all blood tests. She's tested for sugars. She's tested for HIVs. She's tested for pregnancies. Can I tell you something? All the tests came positive. She was HIV positive. She was pregnant. She was so devastated. She didn't know what to do. Pregnant and HIV positive and TB. That's a blast. The doctor told her that she needs counseling. Instead, she went away. She didn't want to be anyone. She did not want to be anybody. She sat alone all the time. For 7 days repeatedly, she was going into the woods, sitting alone. She finally said, no, there's a train that passes here every day. I'm going to walk on that trail. I'm going to walk on that rail, and when I get to a point where I'm alone, I'm going to sleep across this railway rail. When the train comes, I will be here. You should never do that, people. Look at what she did here. She sat there, she slept there until we could hear something coming. That's me imitating a bell, a hooter of a train. Well, the hooter, the train ran over her. It was the end of her. She was done. But can you imagine the pain that we have to live with, the pain that we as parents, the pain that they have to live with after she has passed on. We know that she might have passed on because she was devastated after finding out about the status and her HIV. She must have passed on because she didn't know that there is life after HIV and AIDS. She must have passed on because she thought there was no more of her. She could no longer live. But I am telling you this, if you are sitting right where you're sitting now, if you're watching this video and you thinking that you are done, your life is over, no, it isn't over. We have people living with HIV and AIDS, people who are still living with HIV and AIDS after being diagnosed with it at 50 years. They're still living with it even when they're 100 years old. Nomasonto died a very painful death because she ignored the fact. Condomize. Taking care of yourself. Do not be loose. Do not be robbed by the material things that you see with men. Do not be deceived. Know yourself, know what you want. Everything that we do in this world has got its own consequences. Jesus died for our sins, and before we died, we're going to pay for all our sins. Our heartbeat, it will always be beating if we allow it to beat, if we take care of it. Life is not all about everything that you have. Life is all about everything you see. Take care of yourself, people.